Now, there's a perplexing problem that unfortunately some spouses are facing in their marriage, and it is something that definitely needs to be addressed and stopped. So, we're talking about preventing spousal abuse today. Go ahead, share, comment, like you never know who you will be helping. Let's really put an end to spousal abuse.
Good evening, Unique Couples community, and welcome to Unique Couples Sunday Night Live. We are Vito and Linda Patrick, founders of Unique Couples and also co-authors of our newly released book, 7 Pillars to Strengthen Your Marriage. If you haven't gotten a copy of 7 Pillars to Strengthen Your Marriage, you want to go ahead, you can get it on Amazon. You can find it locally here on the island of Grand Bahama at Variety Volt at Bellevue Gift. You can also find it in Abaco and on the island of New Providence. So go ahead and get your copy of 7 Pillars to Strengthen Your Marriage.
Yes, you can also go ahead, join us on uniquecouples.com. You can get your copy there, order it there as well.
And if you haven't subscribed to the Unique Couples YouTube channel, you want to go ahead and subscribe, and you want to turn on that notification bell and select all so you can know every time we go live here at Unique Couples. Today, we are talking about marriage restored, preventing abuse. Go ahead, let friends, family members know that we are live. Like, share, let folks know that we are on and you want to tune in for this conversation this evening here on Unique Couples Sunday Night Live.
Yeah, so we're looking at marriage restored. All of the we address and we addressed earlier in some other videos some of the problems that marriages would face, and we're talking about how to bring restoration, how to make the relationship the most important issue, alleviating some of those problems that are in relationship. So today we're looking at preventing spousal abuse. So we're saying preventing because we don't want it to be something that happens for those it has never happened to as yet, and we want to say stop. Okay, so if it's happening now, we want to say stop spousal abuse, and it could be whether it's physical or verbal, emotional, mental, whatever type of abuse it is that that is being perpetrated, we're saying stop. And if you find yourself in the situation where you are the victim of this type of abuse, we're saying listen out and seek the help that you need. Okay, so we're talking about how to prevent spousal abuse. And of course, we know the perpetrator is the one who definitely needs to stop this type
Yes.
of behavior, because the victim is, hey, the victim, right?
Mhm.
And so, but we've seen marriages where this is an occurrence, and it seems as if for some people they think that it's a normal thing, that it's okay to happen, but we're saying that it's something that needs to stop, and
Yes.
it begins with how the individual thinks. Okay,
Mhm.
so we have to look at definitely changing those thoughts. So share far and wide. We're not saying target anyone, but just go ahead and share so that who needs to hear this message will definitely hear it. And so we're talking about to prevent spousal abuse. I think we have about 4 or 5 points on what you can do, what could be done, what you can encourage others to do if they find themselves in the situation, or how they can avoid being in that situation before the blows, before the insults happen. What can you do?
Yes. So number one, you want to value your spouse as an individual made in the image of God. So when you married your spouse, you never married your spouse to abuse your spouse. You married your spouse to love your
Or they should
spouse.
have. But anyway,
Yes.
yes.
So you want to value your spouse. Your spouse should be something that you cherish. I
Mm-hmm.
value
Someone.
Linda.
Mm-hmm.
I
Definitely.
cherish Linda. So it's important that you value your spouse, and you want to do that continuously. You want to do that consistently. You want to do that on a daily basis. It's very important that you value your spouse.
And I like the part about made in the image of God. Okay. And so it's like, hey, holiness dwells, right? Holiness dwells in this person. This person is a part of something holy. So you cannot go ahead and mistreat them. They were
Mhm.
created equally with you, equally as you. God loves them just as much as He loves you. So abusing that person is taken away from the creation of what God created, because after He created Adam and Eve, He said it was good, right? It was like
Mhm.
they were perfect. And so it's not for us to go ahead and mar what God has created, mar what God has said is wonderful, is beautiful. Okay, so let's stay away from abusing, and then
Mhm.
think about valuing, making sure that we're equal and treating your spouse the way you would want to be treated, right?
Yes.
You don't want anyone beating up on you. I mean, you have some people who, into all that kinky stuff, but we're saying stop the abuse. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely stop the abuse. So, number two, love your spouse as Christ loves the church.
Mm.
So, you want to make sure you love your spouse. And that's very important. And like I mentioned earlier, you want to love your spouse daily, every day, not sometimes, not on special occasions. And like we're talking about marriage restored,
Hmm.
preventing abuse. If you love your spouse, you shouldn't be abusing your spouse.
Yeah. So you have to be mindful of the words that you say. You have to be mindful of your actions and the
Mhm.
things that you say. Is it showing love? So when you think of those words that are going to come out and hurt your spouse, you have to ask yourself, pause, take a step back and ask yourself, is this conveying love? The words that I'm going to say. Is this conveying love? The actions that I'm going to do when I raise my hand or I get an object or whatever it is this showing love? And then sometimes we get confused about what love is, because you might have found yourself in a situation where you grew up thinking, hey, this is love. But we're saying find other creative ways, find other ways, and connect with other individuals, even outside of your circle, so you could know that how to
Mhm.
treat your spouse. Because some people might just grow up around an environment where they're seeing this, constantly seeing it, and they think it's okay, but it's not okay. Okay. So find couples that you can emulate, find couples that you can um, kind of like look at their relationship, look at their marriages, families that you see are doing things differently. And sometimes we can learn from each other. And that's why being in a marriage club is important, because we learn from each other. Iron sharpens iron. Okay. And
Yes,
so you want to
indeed.
do that. So that was point number 2. We're talking about preventing spousal abuse. We're talking about preventing any type of abuse
Yeah.
in your relationships, because love leaves clues, right? And the clues love leave are going to be healthy things. It's going to be productive. It's going to be positive. It's going to be healthy, right? It's going to be healthy. It's going to be things that promote and give people that warm feeling. It's going to be things that tells and make someone feel protected and safe. Love
Yes.
does not hurt. And if it's hurting, then you're moving far away from love, because love is of God, and God is not one who hurts. Okay.
Yes.
So we're at number 3.
Yes, we are at number 3. Determine how you will act before you get angry.
Mm.
And here are a few things you can do. First thing, count to 10. So if you feel or you think you're going to get angry, and it may end up where it's verbal or physical abuse, you want to count to 10. You want to think about what you are thinking about doing. Yeah, you don't want to have those actions where it's verbal or physical abuse. So count to 10. Then next thing you want to do, you want to leave the room.
Yep.
If you need to leave the room, yes, definitely leave the room, because you don't know what may end up happening. So if you have to leave the room, leave the room. Also, you want to conduct breathing exercises. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Conduct breathing exercises.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
You know, when you get angry and you start that huffing and puffing, well,
hyperventilating and all
if
those
you
things happening. Yes.
if you need to conduct those breathing exercises, go ahead and do that, because at the end of the day, you want to make sure you know how you will act before you get angry. So do one of those things to avoid that anger coming out. And that's very important.
Yeah, and it's better to be safe rather than sorry. And in this case, that means before you go and do an act that will hurt your spouse, and then it's like you can't take it back.
Yeah.
You can't take it back. I mean, you could say sorry, but it doesn't take away the pain. It doesn't take away your action. And so you have to learn to control your actions, control your emotions, put those under control. And one of the ways, and this is our point number 4, that you can do that is by seeking professional help. So seek professional help if you are physically or verbally abusing your spouse. Yes. Okay. You want to do that. Get the help. Just, make it a you decision that, hey, you know what? This isn't right. I need to get help. I need to address these issues, whatever it is, anger issues, hurt in the past, and I'm taking out on the person that I'm supposed to love and cherish, whatever it is, get help. Yes. Because the behavior is not healthy. Okay. It's not healthy. It's not normal. And that habit that you have developed needs to be discontinued. And so you want to avoid hurting your spouse or hurting yourself. And one of the ways you can do that is definitely by getting the help, so that you can know how to change these behaviors, so that your relationship can thrive and be healthy, and both persons in the relationship can truly benefit from it in healthy ways, that you could see and feel and experience the love. Okay. And so that's something that you want to do. And so make sure. So when you feel the urge and those things are happening, you need to know that, hey, guess what? Number 5, my behavior is up to me. So no matter what he does or what she does or says, that does not give you the right to react. Okay. To do something which is out of character or would be out of character. So you have to determine that, hey, you know what? I control my actions. Yeah. So no matter what they say or do, I am going to be someone created in the image of God, who loves, because God is love. And
Love.
we're saying, let love reign in your relationship. We are so excited. So we did this marriage restored. And, sometimes the topics are things that we don't want to talk about. We don't want to address those issues. We want to have the nice, happy, smiley faces, oh, love rekindle and all that stuff. But the reality is some people are being tortured in their relationship. Some people are hurting, they are being abused, and that's reality. And we needed to stop. We want these relationships to be healthy. And the good thing is, we're saying that you can move from where you are now to letting love reign in your relationship. And that is something we're going to talk about next. And we have a whole lot. So go ahead, reserve February 21st. You are going to hear all about it. And we're excited because we're making it available for you. So no excuses. You can be there for our Let Love Reign. You can be there as we look at building stronger communities, one family at a time, and you could be a part of that. So listen out. You'll hear more about that as registration opens for that event right here in Grand Bahama. So you can join us for that. So you'll hear more about that. But go ahead. Let's restore our relationships. Let's restore our marriages. Let's start afresh and anew and don't have to say sorry. You know why we don't have to say sorry? Because we won't be doing the things that will hurt our spouse. So we won't have to say sorry. But if you do something that's wrong or hurtful, then by all means, apologize, but don't repeat the same mistakes. Okay? Don't repeat the same mistakes.
Yes. So also you want to be a part of the Unique Couples Marriage Club, because like it was mentioned earlier, iron sharpens iron. So you want to be around positive, like-minded individuals. So be a part of the Unique Couples Marriage Club. Also, get your copy of 7 Pillars to Strengthen Your Marriage. If you haven't gotten your copy as yet, go ahead and get your copy. You can find it on Amazon. You can go to uniquecouples.com so you can order it, or you can find it locally here on the island of Grand Bahama at Variety Vault and Bellevue Gift. You can also find it on the islands of Abaco and New Providence. So go ahead and get your copy of 7 Pillars to Strengthen Your Marriage.
Yes, because guess what? Your marriage deserves to be healthy. It deserves to be strong. It deserves to be someplace that you can be in and that you can feel safe. So let's restore marriages one relationship at a time. Let's start with you. Let's start with each and every one of us individually as we make our relationships, our marriages, healthy places where our children and those who see us will know that God indeed is in the center.
Yes, we had fun sharing today on Unique Couples Sunday Night Live on the topic Marriage Restored, Preventing Abuse. We had fun sharing with you. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Have an awesome week and see you again next week, Sunday. Same time, same place, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Unique Couples YouTube channel. Here at Unique Couples, we are building stronger couples, healthier marriages, and happier families. Love you guys. Have a great evening. Bye.